And so definitely, the few solutions that I would like to list is first is smart shopping. So you must know what you're picking, how you can actually, increase your nutrient level of the body that can actually, even promote a healthy living for you, a sustainable living for you. Second is awareness, which I've been discussing in all the aspects. Third is the proper storage. So at times when we don't really know how to store our food, there are more chances of it being wasted. Suppose we know a particular trick of, say, preserving coriander leaves, and for them to not really, uh, actually for them to not really go as per our utility, and it gets dry and we eventually throw it away. But if you know that particular, say, hack to actually store the coriander leaves in a certain way, you'll be able to preserve it and use it for longer. So such ways of proper storage, and then planning a meal in advance. So when you're going to plan a meal in advance, you would know what you're going to actually add to your fridge. You would know what you would want to buy. But when you don't really know, when you've not really planned your meals, when you don't really know what combination of the meal you should really have, there are two losses which are happening. First is a compromise on your health, and the second, it will lead to a food wastage. And third is that this food waste, which is actually landing up in the landfills, is also something because we are not really taking the proper action to it. And one of the solutions that as a young student you can learn is how to do composting, because this is something that the organic waste which is present, you can actually recycle the nutrients, directly back into the soil, and they will not really land up in a landfill. So these are a few ways. And mindful consumption is, again, so mindful consumption is simply that you must know that, this is to the point where I would eat, and so this is the amount of food that I should probably, have in my plate. And with the end of this, I would just say that, with the population increasing globally, and India actually has become the most populous country now, that definitely there will be a challenge to actually feed the increasing population. But the basic challenge is not to, grow more food. It is to basically feed the population while wasting less than what we are producing right now. So that is the basic challenge that we as a world are dealing with right now. So these two things that I would like you to actually focus on, basically three things. First thing, as a young person of the country, you must actually know your basic laws. I think it makes you very, very confident. It makes you very, very informed. The second is to actually be very, very conscious in terms of the fast fashion. And the third is to actually be very, very mindful of the consumption and to actually promote a sustainable eating. And with this, my topics have actually come to an end. Something that I would like to focus on is this particular poster series through UNESCO. So these are a set of 27 climate science literacy posters, and they are also available in various other languages. This one that you can see here is in the English language, and these are very nice posters to read. You can actually go through each and every poster, and there are facts written. It will actually give you a very, very conceptual clarity in a very simple term regarding the climate change. So it will actually make you well informed, also to make decisions in the future, also to make people aware currently with respect to climate change, because there's a lot of misinformation, disinformation, and many other aspects through which we are not really able to understand, differences between how weather is changing, how the climate is changing, how the climate has been changing over the years. Is climate change just actually, as a result of anthropogenic activities, or has climate change always been existent ever since we have been living on this earth? So these are a few questions that you will be able to actually answer once you're going to go through these poster series. They are very, very informative. They will actually make you a very, very informed environmental uh, youth. And also, I think the first few posters are actually linked with the basic concepts of it, and the rest of them are linked to the 17 SDGs. So very relevant to even your competition. And I hope that this has been an equally learning experience as you had in the previous two session, and I have been able to uh, actually make you aware about a few things that you initially were not aware of. Unfortunately, the webinar series. I mean, there was some technical glitch because of which you could not really direct the questions to me. But I would request Miss Nina and Miss Jolly if the comment section could be opened up for the students so that they could put their questions in the chat, and then I could address them once this video will be uploaded on YouTube. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Srishti. First
Thank
of
you.
all, I am very sorry.
No,
Apologize.
not at all.
Mm.
It's technical error. It's not human error.
Yes.
It's just technical error.
Right.
Technology is like that.
No, it should be. Yeah, the recordings we can share with the schools via email.
Sure,
No.
sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so much, Miss Jolly. Thank
for
you for having all of us, and it was very, very nice. Um, and it was a wonderful experience for us also, because we together as a team, we decided, brainstormed on
yeah.
what we had to speak and everything. So very interesting for all of us, and I would really thank Miss Nina also for giving me and all of us this opportunity. And
We are
I
very
hope that
honored.
I hope
Very
these
honored. Your
sessions
session was really, truly enlightening and beautifully
thank
explained
you.
everything. It's a time to speak about the women rights and environmental issues at our end also. So very, very, I'm very, in behalf of you also, I'm really thanking you
Thank you so
once
much.
again
Thank you.
for your valuable contribution to our program.
Thank you so
Uh,
much.
and next slide is, I think it's coming. I think uh, is I can, ma'am. Shall I explain this?
No problem.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right. Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having all of us. Sure. Sure. Sure.
No, ma'am. I think.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
Uh,
you. Thank you.
I'm afraid Dr. Neha is not currently in this room. Uh, I mean, she
Thank
was
you.
just right here, but I think she's just walked out. Yeah. Thank you so much. We'll be very happy to answer those. Okay. Bye bye. Have a
Bye.
great
Bye.
evening.
Bye.
Take care.